This video covers Chapter 2, Skills Review, End of Chapter 2-31. This is the only page that's required for this week's work. What you will do is we will be using organizational and management features. It wants us to first open Adobe Bridge. You can go up to File, Browse and Bridge. Go to the desktop. You'll want to have downloaded your Chapter 2 data files prior to this exercise. Go to Desktop, go to your Chapter 2 data files, and then open Photoshop PS 2-5, which is the Zenith design. Save it as Zenith Design Logo, File, Save As, Zenith Design Logo. Save it on a place that you remember. Say OK. Next, display the legacy workspace. That can be found up here. Mine's already displaying. A lot of times you will default to Essentials. You want to go up to Legacy. You can also find it under Window, Workspace, Legacy. Next, drag the wine glasses layer so it is above the Zenith layer. Go to your Layers panel, which should be to the right under the Legacy Workspace. Drag that wine glasses layer right above the Zenith layer. And what you'll see is the hand crunch a little bit, and you'll notice that it turns transparent. You know that you're above that layer. Okay, and you also notice in your image that the wine glass has now come to the front of the word Zenith. Then use the History panel to undo that state. A lot of times you can go ahead and just do Command-Z, but in this case they want us to understand the History panel, so go to Window, History, if it's not already open, and then go ahead and undo that state or step backwards. Now you see that wine glass go behind Zenith. Step 5. Use the Indicates Layer Visibility button to hide the wine glasses layer. One thing you can do to understand that is hover over here. You get your little tool tips that pop up. Indicates layer visibility. It wants us to hide that layer, so now our wine glasses are not visible. Step 6. Make the wine glasses layer visible again. Just click it once more. Step 7. Hide the Zenith layer. There it is. It's gone. Step 8, show the Zenith layer. Step 9, show the tagline layer. Go ahead and show the tagline, which was not visible when we first opened this file. It says uncompromising. Now we're going to learn about Photoshop by using Help. Step 1, open the Adobe Photoshop Online Help window. You can go back up to Help, and then you just move down to Photoshop Online Help. Step 2, display information about image size and resolution. Hint, look in the Image Basics group. So you can just scroll down to Image Basics, Image and Color Basics. And then you want to look under Image Size and Resolution. Go ahead and click that. Step 3, scroll down to information about file size. You may want to read up on file size. This is an important thing and will support your knowledge in Adobe Photoshop. It talks about different formats that you save, file formats that you save from Adobe Photoshop, as well as kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, and what Photoshop supports, such as maximum pixel dimension of 300,000 by 300,000 pixels per image. So this is important because it places limits on the print size and resolution available to an image. But it also allows us to create high quality images. So that's an important thing. Use your browser to print the information you find. You don't have to print this. It's just something that they suggested us do. Okay, close the Help window. So basically the way you might print is File, Print. I like to save mine as a PDF. Sometimes it's easier to print from PDFs to certain printers. Okay, so close the help window. We can do that in our browser. Now we're going to view and print an image, or supposedly print an image. Go ahead and close out Bridge. Step 1, make sure that all layers of the Zenith Design logo are visible in the Layers panel. And we did that just a little while ago. Step 2, click the Zoom tool. Now you want to make sure that your tools are available. I don't see mine right away because I'm not in the Photoshop menu. So make sure if you're in Finder that you click back on your screen to be able to get that back. It's easy to do sometimes to forget where you are at in navigating your workspace. Okay, so click the Zoom tool, which is the magnifying glass, and if you hover, it tells us that it's the Zoom tool. And make sure the setting is selected to resize the window to fit. So we want to make sure that. Zoom in the wine glasses twice. Okay? So now we're real close. You can start to see those pixels come to play. Step 4, zoom out to the original perspective. One way you can do that is by holding down Alt or Option on the Mac and clicking twice. And then it says to print one copy of the image. This isn't something I require of the online classes. Of course, face-to-face, that's something that the instructor can make the decision on. But anyway, you can go ahead and do a Control-P or a Command-P to print this. And then find your printer and select Print. Okay, save your work. Go ahead and save it. It's as simple as that. Save it to someplace that you'll remember. Go ahead and replace it. Say OK. Compare your screen to figure 26, then close the Zenith Design logo file. And we are done with this week's skills review.